Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to do 24. Now this one, be honest, I know I said I was trying to do this free to play guys and not use Professor X. But I have run this a few times now, and my Riot and my Toxin really just are not as strong as I would like them to be to run this. So I am going to jump down, and instead of using Toxin, I am going to use my Professor X. And we'll see. I'm sorry for the free-to-play guys. I know I said I was going to try to do this without using Professor X. I still have not used Odin, Mephisto, Sentry, Blue Marvel. I haven't used any of those guys in my run, so we're just going to bring in Professor X here. I'm not sure if the turn order as far as Blue Marvel and Quicksilver matters as much since I have Professor X. Blue Marvel will get to go first, so I'm. Alright, so we jump back in here. We'll see if Blue Marvel gets to take his turn first. Okay, he still gets to go first, but since we have Professor X, that turn order shouldn't be quite as important, so we'll see here what happens. I'm going to focus on Emma first. We want to try to get rid of Emma because as long as she's on the board, Null cannot gain speed up for the rest of the team. So we want to try and get rid of Emma as quickly as possible if we're not running, if you are running Professor X. Look and see who has the most debuffs. That's going to be Emma here. I want to also try and get rid of her. So we'll take Emma. We'll spread that silence, slow, trauma. We'll spread all those around here. Eclipse is going to use her turn. Alright, then my Null's going to go. We're going to stick with Shadow King here. And hopefully if I can get, as long as Professor X gets to take his turn, then I'm going to focus here on Blue Marvel. We're going to get him out. Once we get Blue Marvel out, this becomes a lot easier. And as well, everybody has blind, silence, all those good stuns are spread around. Who's in the red? Emma and Eclipse both are kind of equal, so I'm going to use Emma again. I'm going to try and get her out as quickly as possible. So now she's gone. So now speed bars should be able to start flying. Of course, no, I thought Carnage was gone. He is not. Okay, so I tried this a few times without Professor X with Toxin, and like I said, my Toxin and Riot just aren't quite built up as much as I would like. Both of them are around. Well, Riot's a little bit more. Riot's I think is around 1.7, 1.8 right now. But my Toxin still is around 1.1, 1.2. He's still at I think 3 stars, 4 stars maybe, but I think 3 stars. Here, let's see, where's our speed bars? We got a bunch of speed bars over here. So I'm going to jump over to Warlock. I'm going to use Carnage's special here. Let's see if we can get. I thought maybe we might get rid of Shadow King, or I'm going to stick with Warlock. We're going to use Venom's ultimate. That got rid of Shadow King and Warlock. Let's go to Night Thrasher. We'll use Null's basic here. Now Eclipse is gone. So now our biggest threats in this match is gone. We still have a pretty full Symbiote 6 team here, as well as Professor X. So this one should be fairly well in hand here to complete this tower. They'll still get a few more turns. My Null will go next. We'll focus on that right side with his basic. That passive will knock him out. We have Wolfsbane. Let's go ahead and get her gone. That should help with some speed bars as well. Everybody's beefing up on their bars. No, don't freeze on me. Quicksilver Special here. We'll do Riot Special. And of course, I mean, at this point, yeah, a while back, you could have went ahead and hit Sim, and you would have been fine. But yeah, guys, that is it. That is floor 24 with Professor X. Again, sorry, I know I said I was going to try to keep it free to play, but my Toxin and my Riot just really aren't where I want them to be. Toxin especially, as you see, I was able to finish it with Riot. But my Toxin just really isn't where I want it to be. It doesn't give the debuffs and the power that I really wanted for that node. So I backed out. We stuck Professor X in there instead. And yeah, as you can see, we got that done. So that is the Blade Omega Tower. That is the last node. As I said, I've already completed easy and hard. So this will complete my milestone setup here. It'll give me the 1 diamond. I will be at about 120 shards past 5-star on that. We'll pick that last reward. Go to milestones. We'll clean these out. So that's going to give you your 5, 6, and 7 red star as well as your diamond. So let's jump over into our roster. By star rank. Oh wow, so my Toxin actually really is built a bit more than I thought it was. Quicksilver is just a little over 2. Toxin's at 1.9, almost just under 2. I really thought Toxin was a bit weaker than that. But for some reason I just could not get Toxin to perform the way that I really wanted him to. So we got that 5-star red now. Alright, so yeah, there you go, guys. That is 424. That is your Omega Blade Tower. Hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss anything. I appreciate you joining the video. We will see you next time. Appreciate it.